The NFL draft is over. Rookie of the year odds are set. Let's take a look and see who I like. All right, welcome to the Green Means Go channel. As always, if you like any of this content or if you want to just help me feed my family, like and subscribe down below. It goes a long way. I used to hear people say like and subscribe, and I didn't realize how important it was till I started doing this. So if you want to do that, big thumbs up. I made a video Saturday, okay, after round one was over. And that is what you will see right here, displaying the Rookie of the Year candidates, the team that they were drafted by at that time after round one, DraftKings odds to win Rookie of the Year, and FanDuel's odds to win Rookie of the Year. Now, you'll see a couple guys that are blank. That means after the first round, they had not been drafted. So in my video, I did not talk about them. So now the draft is completely finished. We are done with all of the rounds. The teams are set, and that's what this is over here. So this over here is if you log on to DraftKings right now and you look at any of these players, this is going to be their odds. On FanDuel, this is going to be their odds. Like I said in the last video, you may be able to get better odds at different books. I cannot use any other book and get down any sort of amount that's worthwhile. So that's why I'm just pulling these, and I also think they're the two most common books. Usually if people are betting, they have one of these accounts. So what I've gone ahead and done is put the updated odds, and what is interesting here to me is after round one, this was DraftKings odds. After round two, this is DraftKings odds. If you notice, if it is italicized and bolded, that means it changed after round one. DraftKings didn't change their odds, which FanDuel didn't change a ton, but I do think there were some that should be changed based on where they went. So if you look at Hooker here, right, 2,000 on 20 to 1 on DraftKings, already at 50 to 1 on FanDuel. So just something to note here. If you see the italicized and bolded, that means they changed after the first video. Okay, so I'm not going to get too into this. Because my first video I got into it a little more. A lot of these guys down here, position players, they're not going to make a huge difference on the team they got drafted to, as in they're not going to jump in and just be an automatic starter. So that's why you're going to see all this red. Red means I have no interest in betting them. Again, I'll say Bijan Robinson is the favorite. I simply don't like him because Patterson's still there, Algier is still there, and I don't know what situation Atlanta is going to be in offensively. And to suggest a running back to a team that I think is going to be trailing a lot at 3 to 1, I don't love. So that is why I am going to fade the favorite here. Bryce Young and CJ Stroud are my two top picks to win. I think it is usually a quarterback award, and this year the quarterback strength was intense, and the positional strength, especially running back, was a little weaker. So I like either Stroud or Bryce Young to win this. Now, I have added something since. I was trying to get a look at where Levis and where Hooker were going to go. They both went to a place where I don't believe they will start. Tennessee, and Hooker went to Minnesota, correct? Detroit. Sorry. Same division. Okay, so it's on. Yeah, I put it on here. What? Okay, he went to Detroit. I do think that Jared Goff will continue to start there, bearing an injury. So, yeah, that is not a play that I like. Now, I will go ahead and do this, and I will say that Gibbs on Detroit did not interest me after round one, but his odds are 16 to 1. Now, during the second round of the draft, third round of the draft, the Lions traded away DeAndre Swift, which now makes me more interested, and it tells me that Gibbs is going to probably get 70% of the carries there. Lions depth chart. They do have Montgomery. Did this not update? No. Yeah, it did. Okay. They do have Montgomery, but it's looking like, right, they're throwing Gibbs as the starter for this year. So I do think at 9-1, it is an interesting play. I think, um, you know, unlike Bijan Robinson, I think Detroit will be in more games, and we've seen them run the ball well, especially last year with, the guy. Uh, Good heavens, what is his name, guys? Come on, he loves the Naruto stuff. Jam- Will Williams, running back, Jamal Williams, right? Green Bay guy, went interdivision to Detroit. Who does he play for now? Saints. Okay, so with him gone and seeing what he could do last year, Gibbs is an interesting spot. Now, my third best pick would probably be Anthony Richardson. His odds 7-1 or 9-1 on DraftKings. Um, if I had to put these three in order, I'm probably going to go. Richardson is going to have the better coaching staff, and I'm going to go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go Richardson. I'm going to go Stroud, and I'm going to go Young as my top three picks to win the Heisman. Okay, right here. You've seen it here, the Heisman, to win a offensive rookie of the year. You've seen it here first. Stamp it right now, okay? These are my top three picks in order. Anthony Richardson is going to join a team with a coaching staff that's going to know how to use him. They're going to have a running back they can lean on in pressure situations. They're going to have an offensive line. Receivers, they drafted Josh Downs, North Carolina. I think that was a great pick. Their division is not good. I think they'll be able to win some games. The Colts may even be over 500 this year. I've just convinced myself that it's Anthony Richardson is the offensive rookie of the year. Okay, so there it is. Now, some honorable mentions right here. Okay, Zay Flowers, Baltimore. We talked about him. May get some action with Lamar Jackson and kind of a weak wide receiver core. Jalen Hyatt, again, we saw the Giants really struggle last year in the passing game. You never knew who the guy was going to be. What's his name from the Lions went there and just kind of Galladay just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So he's interesting. Again, I'm not going to put a Daniel Jones offense to beat out some of these other guys. So something to keep in mind, but not something I'm going to play. Cedric Tillman, Cleveland receiver. Again, with Deshaun Watson, I do think they're going to get the offense rolling a little more this year, and he's going to be looking for a guy, and maybe it's Tillman. And finally, down here at 100-1 odds is Marvin Mims. Now, in terms of target share, it's going to be tough. But Wilson's year last year was so bad that I think he, with some coaching changes that they've had, a whole entire offseason to prepare, I do think Wilson gets back on the horse, no pun intended, a little bit, but Judy and Sutton are probably going to be the go-to guys. I see Marvin Mims very much as just a second KJ Hamler. But 101, it's tempting, okay? So final word, final play is going to be Richardson as my number one, as my offensive rookie of the year at 9-1 on DraftKings. Stroud, my second pick, and Young. Okay, you got some free bets, throw them on there. If one of them wins, okay, you put even amounts on all of these. One of them wins, you profit, right? So I will probably diversify by going with all three of these, seeing how it goes throughout the season, adjust, allocate as I need to. So that's what I like. Best of luck for you guys. If you guys want to see a defensive player of the year video, drop it in the comments, and I'd be happy to make one. But it's kind of a niche market there, so I don't know if many people want to see that. But that's what I got for you. Best of luck. Remember to like, subscribe, share this with your buddies, and we'll talk to you next video.